What is going on? Welcome to another episode of your Nintendo Daily News. I'm N64 Josh, and let's take a look at the news for this week. So, I'm over here on the Reddit, and the first thing, let's go check out Twitter actually. We have a Nintendo Direct coming on 4/12 at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time that's going to be focused mainly on ARMS and Splatoon 2. So, that's pretty cool. But it also mentions that it's got information on the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo 3DS. So maybe a little more news than just ARMS and just Splatoon. But this is good. Maybe we'll finally get a solid release date on ARMS, which would be great, and Splatoon as well, because it's kind of up in the air last I had checked. Pretty stoked about that. We haven't had a direct for a while, and very very typical of Nintendo to do a pre E3 direct. So it's good. It's good. Next thing I want to look at here is this is actually a video. Let's pause that, and we'll just go look at it on Reddit here. But let's see right here. Right here. I'm Setsuna. Temporal Battle Arena trailer. A Nintendo Switch exclusive update. So Nintendo Switch is getting some kind of exclusive content for I Am Setsuna, like this Battle Arena. Not entirely sure what that is. I haven't even played this game, but it's kind of cool that the Switch is actually getting some exclusives. This is, that aren't just typical Nintendo exclusives. So it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome, and probably good news if you're a fan of the game. So you can check that trailer out. It's on the front page of Reddit here. And it's just on YouTube there, so you can go check that out for sure. Here we go. A little more information about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Oh, what did I do? What have I done? What have I done? Here's what I'm looking for. So we get a pink boost, which basically, if you hold down, hold your trigger down, and you get your boost around the corners. It goes from like blue to yellow, and now it's going to be pink or purple. And, it should give you a better boost. I haven't had time to sit and watch all of the features on this yet, but there is, right here, there's quite a bit of footage that you can check out from this. I'm on NintendoEverything.com. And again, I'll have all the links to these in the description of the video on YouTube, so you'll be able to check them out. But basically, you get a pink boost. We got faster loading times. We know that the install for this game is going to be a little bit bigger than it was for the Wii U. So, maybe a little higher resolution, that kind of stuff. That it all kind of makes sense. I think it's coming in around. I think it came in around 6 gigs for the Wii U, and it's going to be around 8. We can actually look at it right here because they've got a post. So here it is. It was 4.9 on the Wii U and 6.75 on the Switch. So there you go. That's how much space you'll need if you're going to go digital. I, of course, will. I just love having the physical games, and since Nintendo is still doing carts, I gotta buy those carts. That's just me. I like having that physical item in my hand. This is kind of cool. This is from NintendoLife.com, and it's an unreleased NES game, Mystery World Dizzy, and it finally gets released just in time for its 30th birthday. So this is a really interesting article. I recommend going and checking it out, reading the whole thing for yourself. But I don't remember ever hearing about this game or ever knowing anything about it. But I really found it interesting that here this game 30 years later is finally getting a release date. Let's read the first few paragraphs here. It says, if you grew up in the UK in the 80s, well, that's why I didn't have any idea about it. You likely played a Dizzy game at one time or another. These budget titles were by Codemasters were some of the best games that you could buy for your home computer. Like all good mascots, Dizzy made the leap over to consoles too, and in '91 saw the release of Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy on the NES. The H-shaped protagonist was set to appear in the NES sequel, and work began on Mystery World Dizzy in 1993, which was essentially a remake of Fantasy World Dizzy game, which appeared on home computers. However, financial difficulties at the time, they ended up scrapping those plans. So, fast forward to 2017, and Dizzy's creator Philip and Andrew Oliver, otherwise known as the Oliver Twins, have released the game to play for free on Mystery World Dizzy's website. So there you go. If you want to go check this game out, if if you remember this character, if you grew up in the UK, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, if for me, I would seeing something like this, like maybe like a Cool Spot game or something kind of like that would be kind of cool to go back to and revisit, especially if it was a sequel. I don't know. Yeah, I found this story pretty cool. So if you're interested in that, you can go check out the Mystery World Dizzy website and go play a game that just turned 30 and was just released. Lastly, on Nintendo Life here, they just have a talking point article that it's. I like the way it's worded here. It's PS4 Pro and Xbox Scorpio draw battle lines, and really that's what we're seeing happening, right? Like we're seeing these battle lines just drawn in the sand. Like we're gonna have the most powerful console, and that's gonna be what makes us the winner. And then you've got Nintendo over here saying, you know what? We're just gonna kind of go our own way with the Switch, and it seems to be working. It really does. Like as I like, it's just this is just my opinion, but as I hear about the Scorpio and how powerful it is, really the bottom line is if they don't have games I want to play, I don't care. And Nintendo has the games I want to play. I want to play Mario Kart. I want to play Mario. I want to play Zelda. I want to play Metroid. You guys with me? If you're with me on Metroid, let me know in the comments below that you're ready for a Metroid. I was in a retro game store this last week and I saw the 1080 games, the GameCube one, and I have the one on the 64. Man, I would love to see those games revisited. There's so many games that Nintendo has kind of just forgotten about, or they don't seem to show any love to. Metroid's the top of that list, but even like Wave Race and F-Zero, that kind of stuff, like let's get some of those games back. I'd really, really like to see that. But this is a really good article, just kind of breaking down the difference between Nintendo's approach and the approach of the other two competitors. And like Nintendo is constantly trying to put out something that is going to be fun, and it may not be the most powerful, but time and time again we've seen over the last few consoles that they've done something different. And the Wii was like the console that everyone had and nobody played, and the Wii U was the system that not really anybody had, but if you did have it, you definitely played it because the best Nintendo games were on that thing. And it's looking like the Switch is going to be the system that everybody has and everybody plays. So obviously time will tell, but it's looking that way right now. So I recommend checking this article out. It's good stuff. It's it's not too incredibly long. So anyway, guys, that has been today's daily Nintendo news. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want, you can follow me on Twitter at N64Josh and see when these things come out. It's usually late at night because it's just the way it works out for me. I'd love to have a little more energy and be a little more peppy, but it's just not in the cards right now. If you enjoyed this, hit me with a like, hit me with a subscribe. Again, let me know what Nintendo games you would like to see come back on the Switch down in the comments there. Thank you so much for watching. Last little plug, if you enjoy podcasts and you like Nintendo podcasts, check out the Nintendo Powercast on iTunes, Podbean, and Google Play. And that's our weekly show that we do every Tuesday night live on twitch.tv/thelootcave. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.